We unpack. We unpack. We unpack. Coming to you live, Boxing Ego unpack. Yeah. We unpack. We unpack. We unpack. Coming to you live. You really should stop the games. You should stop doubting the legend. That is me. I told you. Shakur Stevenson is bigger than Teofimo Lopez. Despite him moving up in weight and despite Teo being the champion, we got some action. And in this video, I'm going to show and prove and break it down. I'll make it make sense in this video. You got to stay to the end. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Ego Weight Watchers, aka Ew, where I give you a look into the fighter's lifestyle before, after, progress pics, especially when they have an upcoming fight. I warned you, Shakur, I have no idea why he tried to play this game where when people got on his head, pause, and was like, hey, how are you going to fight Conor Benn? Then he starts saying, oh, I'll fight Conor Benn with the rehydration clause, because people start saying, fight Devin Haney. He's a champion at 147. Then Shakur did interviews and made it seem as if he was like this tiny guy that has no business at 147. And he literally was like, you guys keep wanting me to fight at 147, but I'm just a small fighter. Cap. In fact, let me show you Gervonta Davis. We gotta bring this up because Gervonta Davis is the face of boxing, and the reality is Gervonta Davis is a fighter that these other fighters kind of want to be like, right? And I'm going to show you right now. Boom. So I made this post. Tank popped out for the first time in 2026, really kind of been quiet on the low, and he popped out with a random video. But before I hit play on the video, I want you to pay attention to Gervonta Davis's size. You could tell from the screenshot that I'm using. So pay close attention, and then as this video develops about Shakur and Teo, we gonna get to the bottom of it. So I'm gonna play the clip again. Feast your eyes on this. Pay attention to Gervonta Davis's size. He's wearing some shorts with some KDs and a Ja Morant jersey. So he got the arms out and the legs out, pause. So you're able to get a good idea, as opposed to if he had like, you know, a North Pole jacket on or something like that and some baggy jeans. So you're able to see that despite not having a fight, or at least to our knowledge, nothing announced, the kid is lean and he is light. So I'll show you. Here we go. Boom. Look at Tank. In shape. Hit the little shimmy. Ha. Hoo-ha. Bust a little pose and he's out. Tank is a person who is hitting over his weight class, where you could look at him and tell that he's not the biggest framed guy for the respective weight. But now let's get into Shakur Stevenson, shall we? Because I've been telling y'all the same thing over and over again. Here's a picture of Teofimo Lopez. He looks very light, very lean, Ego Weight Watchers. And let's look at Shakur Stevenson and compare it to Teo and compare it to Tank Davis. Boom. Man, come on, bro. Come on, son. Look how big he looks. Like, he is a lightweight, never fought at the 140, missed weight at the Robson Casasiao fight, lost his belt, just like Keyshawn lost his belt and opportunity with Edwin De Los Santos. look at how big. I could tell. I've been doing this for a minute, bro. I've been doing it. Look at his shoulders. Look at his chest. Look at his arms. Pause. But come on, bro. And he tried to act like he's small. Here's another like wide angle shot. You can't tell me that he not filling out and he not big. There's pictures of him recently with his boy Terrence Crawford, and he don't look mad smaller than Crawford, who just fought at super middleweight. Tank, that goes without saying, he's bigger than him because there's a picture of them next to each other and you can see the height differential. But now he's put on more mass and more size as he prepares to move up. And for me, it is very apparent, right? It is very apparent. I have pictures in my phone of Shakur at different fights. I've interviewed him, and he never looked this big because he was young, young cat out of Newark coming out the Olympics or whatnot. And Top Rank did what they always do and started him very light, but he's looking big. He's looking big. And I'm not saying like he looked sloppy because he don't. He looks in shape for sure. So he already has the technique. To be honest, I don't even remember the last time he had like super defined abs like this. So clearly he's taking the Teofimo fight seriously, which I do like. But the purpose of this video is to continue to let you know and exercise my dominance in this game that right here on Boxing Ego, we don't follow the headlines. I make them, right? I've been telling you the same thing. See, there's a lot of people, I peep the game. A lot of people want to do what I do, right? But boxing, the reason I have forever job security is like Roger Mayweather said, most don't know ish about boxing. They showing don't, right? It's so easy to get a mic these days, use your iPhone and use the built-in iPhone mic or whatever and do a video. Anybody can do that, right? Most people have Wi-Fi in America, at least, so on and so forth. The problem is everybody can't talk boxing to the point where the stuff I say, the fighters know I'm right. The fighters deep down inside, whether they come out and announce it or not, they know that Boxing Ego's knowledge of the game and the perspective that I put stuff in, I'm not capping, and it makes sense. The reason you know this is because I put out these topics and everybody copies. Everybody, from fighters to trainers, you start hearing the stuff I've been told you. And the reason I know, because one, we get the impressions, so I know people are watching, whether they announce it or not. And then you have other content creators. And 2026 is going to be a rough year for some content creators, bro. The low quality content. People wait for Boxing Ego to do a video and then just copy the same video I did. As a consumer, you can see it. Pay attention to the game. Study why I would be mad. Like, what's the point of going to John Doe channel if it's just a rehashing of things and talking points that Boxing Ego already told you, and I did it with a higher quality, better audio, with a golden voice, better camera quality, and I'm the originator. I don't even understand it. I literally don't understand why you would get, that's like, would you rather be the first owner of a pair of clothes or get it second rate, second hand from a thrift shop? Listen, and I go thrift shop thing, but if I had an option to be the first wearer of this watch or these shoes, then I would prefer that as opposed to, some hand-me-down stuff. Like your big brother wore it, and then now you're getting it. And again, study the game. I've been saying the same thing with Shakur, talk about these fighters' weight. That's me. Now everybody knows something. Now everybody repeating what I've already been telling you. And I've been on this heavy because I know this new generation, they really are the ones that are like kind of abusing the weight metrics. You look at Ryan Garcia now, he look huge. Pause. you know, and Shakur, he acted like he a tiny dude. I'm not seeing that. Look at Ryan. Ryan looking big. These guys are campaigning at whatever weight class. Look at Ryan Garcia, bro. They're campaigning at whatever weight class, doing these intense cuts. Look at his shoulders. You could tell. Look at how rounded his shoulders are and all that. You know what I mean? But back to Shakur Stevenson, even for him, Teofimo looked light. Like Teofimo, he looked kind of smaller than I could recall. So he might be going for something different. It appears to me, at least, that Teo is perhaps going for speed. You know, he's clearly the champion, but, you know, I think he respects Shakur Stevenson. He might know him from the amateurs or whatnot, but it looked like he's going for speed because look how small he looks. But then when I look at Shakur looked big. He looked big. And then he asking for rehydration clauses with Conor Benn. You're probably bigger than Conor Benn for real, when he's not fighting at 160 versus Chris Eubank or something. Like, just look at it. Look at his frame. Look at his height. Look at his legs. Like, come on, man. So I told you from jump, you know, it is what it is. As long as he makes weight, he definitely got to make weight. But the point I'm making is these are fighters who are moving up in weight, and they look bigger than the people at the weight. Just like, remember Devin Haney was fighting Regis Prograis, a fight that I went to and covered. He looked bigger than Regis Prograis, and it was his first fight at 140. Just like when he moved to 47, he low-key looked bigger than Brian Norman, you know, and Brian Norman was a champion. This is what's happening in the sport of boxing. I don't know if you like it, but I really think they should bring back same-day weigh-ins because I feel like it's getting crazy where I don't know how much weight people are dropping and all that, but some of these dudes are looking big. And I'm not saying this out of fear. I told you I would favor Shakur over Teofimo. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But I would pick Shakur. So it's not about, oh, you don't want him to win or nothing. I'm just talking about the game and where it's at in the weight. So if you like detailed boxing and breakdowns on the weight and all that, subscribe to the channel. Get it here first. Again, we're not following the headlines. I do me and the world copies. Let me know what you think. But back to what I said from day one, Shakur, despite moving up in weight, he's clearly bigger than Teofimo, especially at this point. Lock in, tap in with me, subscribe. Live streaming can be tough, which is why I use StreamYard. Click the link in the description for StreamYard, which is an awesome tool that enables you to set up your stream with ease of use. Get great results with live streaming. It's what I use. Stream to social media with ease with StreamYard. Live streaming is here to stay. Engage with your audience using StreamYard. Great way to reach out to your audience and connect. So you need a tool that can do that. If you're new to YouTube and you're struggling to get views, one tool I can provide to you is TubeBuddy. I've been on YouTube over 10 years. I use TubeBuddy daily to crank out videos just like this one that you're watching. Learn how the pros do it with TubeBuddy. YouTube receives a lot of traffic, which also means a lot of creators, a lot of people putting out content. So you need to learn the ropes so you know how to separate yourself, especially if you're new, but even if you're a pro, use TubeBuddy. The link is in the description. Get more views, more subscribers, and a higher click-through rate, so ultimately you can realize all of your online goals. Use my affiliate link in the description and grow your channel fast.